Welcome back. We are discussing if the state's objections to the NCTC are valid. Before we return to the discussion in the studio, let us hear what the BJP leader and senior advocate Satyapal Jain has to say on the issue.
ये जो भी इसकी क्रियान्वयन होगा वो राज्यों में होगा और राज्यों के जो अधिकार हैं उसके साथ ही इसका संबंध है। तो दो बातें कही जा रही हैं। पहली बात तो ये कि केंद्र सरकार राज्य सरकारों की उपेक्षा करके ये कानून बनाना चाहती है जो संघीय ढांचे का उल्लंघन है, क्योंकि आज केंद्र सरकार इस मामले में कानून बना रही है, कल को जो बाकी राज्यों के अधिकार हैं उसके संबंध में भी कानून बनाना चाहेगी तो राज्य सरकारें तो फिर नगर पालिकाएं बन के रह जाएंगी, उनकी कोई शक्ति नहीं रहेगी, उनके पास कोई अधिकार नहीं रहेगा। दूसरा, इसके अंदर जो पावर्स भी ली हैं इसके क्रियान्वयन में भी आगे चल के जब ये लागू किया जाएगा तो उसमें भी राज्य सरकारों की भागीदारी नहीं है। मगर मैं संक्षेप में कहूं तो ये जो संघीय ढांचा है उस पर आघात करता है, जो राज्यों के अधिकार हैं उनका हनन करता है और राज्यों की उपेक्षा करता है जिसकी की अनुमति भारत के संविधान नहीं देता है।
राणा जी, जैन साहब एक वकील का व्यू पॉइंट, लीगल व्यू पॉइंट दस रहे सी, तुसीं भी पेशे वालों वकील जे, तुसीं किवें रिएक्ट करोगे उन्हां दे जो कह रहे?
जो कुछ भी जैन साहब कह रहे हैं, मैनूं इस गल ते बड़ा डूंगा अफसोस है कि हमेशा इन्हां दा जिहड़ा डबल स्पीक जिहड़ा है, डबल स्टैंडर्ड हमेशा रहे है। एक मुद्दे ते एक सिचुएशन च गल होर करनी, उसे मुद्दे ते दूजी सिचुएशन च गल कुछ होर करनी, ये मैनूं तां समझण विच भी इहदे मुश्किल आ रही है। हमेशा ये लोग एडवोकेट करते रहे हैं कि केंद्र च एक मजबूत एजेंसी होवे और इस आइडिया नूं इन्हां ने तोड़िया भी है। लोक सभा के अंदर लीडर ऑफ द अपोजिशन दी नंबर ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स है, बल्कि
मतलब होर कोई पार्टी करना करे बीजेपी शायद
एटलीस्ट बीजेपी नूं कोई हक हकूक नहीं है ऐसी गल करन दा। बल्कि मैं फिर उस गल नूं अपनी नूं दोहराना चाहुंदा है कि एक ऐसा मुद्दा है घट्टो घट जिहदे ते राजनीति ना की जाए। सारी दुनिया के अंदर नुकसान हो रहा, हिंदुस्तान नूं तो अलग करके देखा नहीं जा सकता। साडे मुल्क भी भारा नुकसान इन अतवाद कारण होया है और इनू नजिठण लई सानू कुछ कुर्बानी भी करनी पएगी और सानू इस तमाम मसले नू नेशनल अप्रोच के नाल देखना पएगा। और ये जिहड़ियां चीज़ां ने जिस तरीके नाल ये उठाईयां जा रही हैं ये सारियां पोलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है।
मैं तुहाडे कोल हुणे वापस आ रही जी। नाउ लेट अस हियर व्हाट सीनियर एडवोकेट मनजीत सिंह खेरा हैज टू से।
देखो, पहला लॉ एंड ऑर्डर स्टेट सब्जेक्ट सी, हुण उन्होंने अमेंड करके पब्लिक ऑर्डर कर दिता। पुलिस इज अ स्टेट सब्जेक्ट, बट criminal laws are in the concurrent list. This can be treated both a part of police and implementation of criminal laws. तो any strict boundaries ने, any compartmentalization नहीं है। In national interest, center can make such a law. So एक terrorism नवा phenomena which was not there at the time when constitution was made. इनू डील करने लिए states should instead cooperate with the center. I would say it's politically motivated. They have not thought of it from a nationalist point of view. They have not thought over it if they are in power what they are going to do.
Harcharan, Mr. Khera is saying it is politically motivated.
See, I really am sometimes floored by this argument. Having a difference of opinion is playing politics. I do not agree with him. He doesn't agree with me, or I don't agree with Rana ji. He has his own views, I have my own views, and the only professional here amongst us is Siddiqui Saab. So probably both of us should be out and only let him speak. So I think
I'm not sure he's going to agree with you on that.
Sorry, no, even if we don't agree, I mean to say that if that is the way to go about it.
Okay.
I mean, having different opinions, I mean, in a democracy, that's what it's all about. Call it politics, call it democracy, I mean, it's up to you. But coming to the point, there have been only 2 instances in India cover up to now, after 47, where terrorism has been successfully addressed. One is the state we belong to, Punjab.
And but Harcharan, when you say terrorism has been successfully addressed in Punjab, how was it addressed?
Let me complete. I'll come to that.
We didn't have a system.
No, I'll come to that.
Okay.
I'll come to that. But there have been only 2 instances so far. One is Punjab, the other is J&K. And in both instances, if you look at it, the problem was solved only when there was a democratic...
No, but what are the means you used to solve the problem?
I'll answer your question. Let me complete.
Simulated encounters, fake encounters, किसी ने इंक्वायरी नहीं की थी, ना पिछली सरकार ने ना ताड़ी सरकार ने. Is this the way to address a problem?
Shall I answer this question first
or
the other
absolutely.
one? Okay. Whereas fake encounters is concerned, what I'm addressing now is that fake encounters were going on in the state, and we are opposing that all through. And we are opposing the centre's rule here, where all this was going on. The only way to minimize those was to bring in a democratic government. To the extent that that was a democratic government, it worked. But even then, I know that there were aberrations and we were always opposed them, but that doesn't take away from the fact that the only response to terrorism in Punjab, the effective response, came when people got involved. I think Siddiqui Saab will bear me out on this, that only when the people got involved. In other words, when you come federally
let me
down...
just quickly get Mr. Siddiqui's point of view here. You know, the terrorism has been so-called resolved in some of these states, but with the kind of methods used, are those methods okay? Do we approve of those methods?
I'll first say that all the state governments where the terrorism has been handled, it has been the effective intervention of the central government.
Okay.
So accepting the hegemony of the center as part of the federal structure is and should not be questioned, because just because a law has been in existence for some time, not even operated upon, a doubt which is coming into the mind of political parties that probably center is trying to use certain spheres. Whether it is legal or illegal, the fact is that there is a trust deficit on the part of public and politics or politicians at large, that many methods which were adopted by the security agencies were not according to the law. And probably that power will never be given to any security agency under any existing law to take away the lives of people without a kind of fair trial or fair encounter or whatever you might like to say.
But there are two issues here, Dr. Siddiqui. You see, the NCTC has passed to arrest and carry out searches, right? Now, this is being objected to. The second point is NCTC can also use various other agencies, including the NSG, the CBI, to make arrests. This is violative of the federal principle. That's the argument.
I definitely agree there.
Okay.
The intervention of the any national agency without the knowledge of state government is definitely a questionable kind of fact, which can be resolved, because the fact that other systems in America or elsewhere, they don't have such powers. So we have gone a step beyond that, which is probably the thing which needs a resolution and a kind of debate and discussion which they are suggesting.
May I make a brief intervention?
Quickly, yes.
I think this is the mindset we are opposing. Siddiqui Saab used the word hegemony of the center. Now, this is the mindset I'm talking about. This is not just about detail, it's not just about what law is here and what law is not there.
Absolutely, I get your point. Let me hear, there are at least two callers with us. Yes, who is speaking, please, and what is your viewpoint?
I am Brigadier Sohal speaking.
Yes, Brigadier.
My viewpoint is that whole issue of this this particular organization which is being discussed today, we must understand that we are an emerging economy. We have got geopolitically our people, all the enemies around in the periphery of India and within the country. We have got a lot of distinct issues involved. If we have to survive as an emerging economy, we need a central agency which can coordinate the entire inputs of the intelligence.
Very valid, Brigadier. We understood your point. We need such an agency to coordinate the efforts. Yes, there is another caller. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hello.
Yes, please. Please go on.
Hello.
Yes, please go on. We can hear you.
Hello, sir. ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਡਿਬੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ
ਜੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਟੀਵੀ ਦਾ ਵੋਲਿਊਮ ਥੋੜਾ ਨੀਚੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਦੱਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ
ਜੀ ਸਰ ਇਹ ਐਨਸੀਟੀਸੀ ਹੈਲੋ ਕਹਾਂ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਰ ਹੈਲੋ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ ਐਨਸੀਟੀਸੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿੱਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਬਣਨੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਆਮ ਨਾਗਰਿਕ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਿਉਣ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਰ ਆਮ ਨਾਗਰਿਕ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਉਣ ਦਾ ਜੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਸ ਮੁਲਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦੇ ਜਾਨ ਮਾਲ ਦੀ ਰਾਖੀ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਸਖਤ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਬਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਈ ਹਰਚਰਨ ਦੋ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਕਾਲਰਸ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਨੀਡ ਐਨ ਏਜੰਸੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਦਿਸ ਨਾਓ ਆਰਟੀਕਲ 342 ਆਫ ਦੀ ਕਨਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ it gives the center to pass to prevent illegal activities in any part of the country. So isn't this a part of
that effort? Actually, this is what I was coming to. That where is the need for a new agency here? There already are provisions in the Constitution and even within the working of our system, whereby the center effectively seeks cooperation, gets it, and there is a coordinated response. We've seen it before. We've seen it in Punjab.
Very valid. Rana ji, already इत्थे जो system हैगे आ, so key नोड है और नाला मैं कहना चाहूँगा तानू राणा जी, Article 246 of the Constitution जेड़ा वा, वो states दिया powers नू define करदा.
बिल्कुल ठीक है, but at the same time Article 355 ये भी कहता है कि जिस states दे विच एक्सटर्नल एग्रेशन दा सिचुएशन होवे तो केंद्र सरकार ने उत्थे दखल दे के स्टेट्स दी मदद करनी है. क्या मुंबई दा जेड़ा टेरर दा जेड़ा केस हैगा, इट वाज नॉट डायरेक्ट एग्रेशन, ये दूजे गवांडी मुल्क वालों सीधा हमला नहीं सी.
कंसल्टेशन प्रोसेस जेड़ा वा जे ओ हो जांदा,
इट्स अ डिफरेंट इशू. इट्स अ डिफरेंट इशू. सो फॉर लीगल इशू इज इन्वॉल्वड. मेरा कहने दा मतलब है कि ये जो कुछ कीता है, इट्स नॉट इन कन्फ्रंटेशन विद द प्रिवेलिंग लॉ. It's not in confrontation with the Constitution. It is in complete harmony with the Constitution कि ये वही चीज़ां ने जिहड़ियां Constitution permit करता है. Situation बदली है, हालात बदले हैं, उन्हां हालातों के नज़र रख के.
Running out of time. Last point, last question to you. Do you think we need a process of consultation between the center and the states, or should this center be scrapped altogether?
No, what I'm saying is, this is the whole point. This is the whole point. When have the states refused to cooperate with the center on terrorism? In Maharashtra, in Punjab, in JL, wherever. So what was needed was, before you arrive at such a conclusion, you hold a chief minister's conference.
So primarily just the process of consultation must be carried
out. Because the process was wrong, so the result is wrong.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us in the discussion. Given our ham-handed response to terror in the past, an overarching national body is required. However, given our federal structure, consultations with states are a must. Besides, affected states should be a part of the proposed structure. Also, there is perhaps need to look at the causes and not just the symptoms of terror. With that, we end this edition of Prime. Good luck and goodbye.